Sultan Trenggono was born in 1483, who was the son of Raden Patah, the founder and first king of Demak. Sultan Trenggono was the third king of Demak Kingdom, who served for 25 years from 1521 to 1546. When he became an adult, he served and entered its golden age. The territory of the Demak Kingdom was expanded to the west and to the east. Demak Mosque was rebuilt as a symbol of Islamic rule. Even the Portuguese writer Mendes Pinto gave the title Emperador to Sultan Trenggono. This is a fairly high expression. During the reign of Sultan Trenggono, in the Demak Kingdom, many expeditions carried out this attack for the vision and mission of expanding the area of the Demak Kingdom. Demak expansion to the west began with the expedition of Syekh Nurullah, or better known as Sunan Gunung Jati, which succeeded in successfully establishing the Cirebon and Banten Kingdom. These two areas were very important for the development of Islam, Javanese language, and culture along the north coast of Java. History says that Sultan Trenggono was the greatest king and was considered capable in terms of government system, military strategy, and had a far-sighted vision. It should also be noted that it was his brother, Duke of Unas, who first had the vision of making Demak the great maritime kingdom of the archipelago, which inspired Sultan Trenggono to build Demak more seriously. He also continued his dream of his brother, Duke of Unas, to continue to beat the Portuguese, who at that time were trying to conquer Islamic kingdom in the archipelago. Apart from Java, during the time of Sultan Trenggono, he also made expedition to other islands, such as the expedition to Banjarmasin, Kalimantan. During the expedition to Banjarmasin, it is said that Demak won a glorious victory. During the reign of Sultan Trenggono, the kingdom of Demak reached its peak of glory. Various policies carried out by Sultan Trenggono include damaging Portuguese influence in Java, sending Fatahillah to control Banten, Cirebon, Sunda Kelapa, and upholding the pillars of the Islamic religion. During the reign of Sultan Trenggono, a young runaway from the Pasai Kingdom named Fatahillah came. He fled from his country because the Portuguese had destroyed Pasai. Fatahillah was determined to serve and take refuge in the kingdom of Demak on the island of Java. Sultan Trenggono, in the continuation of the story, seemed to be happy with Fatahillah, so that the young Pasai kingdom it also married to his sister named Ratu Pembayun. Through Fatahillah, Sultan Trenggono carried out a marked strategic mission to become the strongest kingdom in Java. Fatahillah hence Demak glory could be achieved, namely conquering Sunda Kelapa and all the cities of the northern coastal region of Java. In addition to the Demak kingdom, when under the leadership of Sultan Trenggono, he often carried out attacking expedition not only once or twice. The following are examples such as the attack on the capital city of Majapahit between 1525 and 1527, Tuban 1527, Madiun 1529, 1530, Pasuruan 1535, Blambangan 1546, even went as far as to attack Mount Penanggungan in 1543, which incidentally was an elite fortress of Japanese Hindus. However, unfortunately, during his attack on Blambangan in 1546, Sultan Trenggono died. Sultan Trenggono died in the hands of the son of the Duke of Surabaya, who was actually only 10 years old. Mendes Pinto narrates the event of the death of the Sultan Trenggono in detail and romantically. It is said that in his attempt to occupy the city of Blambangan, the Emperador Pangeran from Demak had to wage a fierce battle full of heroism both on land and at sea. However, Blambangan also surrendered to Demak even though it had to be paid for with the death of Sultan Trenggono. After the death of Sultan Trenggono, the first Islamic kingdom on the island of Java, namely Demak, began to experience political turmoil. Many areas under the auspices of Demak are slowly starting to become independent, such as Cirebon and Banten. The struggle for power between the Sultanate families was unavoidable. The throne of the Demak Sultanate then passed to his son Sunan Perwata or Raden Mukmin. However, his reign was short-lived. He was killed by Arya Penangsang. It was from this chaos that Jaka Tingkir, the son-in-law of Sultan Trenggono, killed Arya Penangsang on the orders of Queen Kalinyamat. Jaka Tingkir was also the one who moved the center of power to an inland area called Pajang. So, from here, the kingdom of Pajang emerged and ended the existence of the kingdom of Demak.